Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Friday, January 19, General Hospital spoilers and recap. The soap opera concluded the week with a thrilling episode. Let's start by discussing Drew Kane's retaliation against Nina Reeves. She peeks into the Crimson offices during Friday's program and discovers movers busily removing her office. She tells them to stop since she's puzzled and frustrated, but Drew enters and tells them not to because she got fired. Startled, Nina tries to argue with him about it, but he refuses to back down. She emphasizes that Crimson is her baby and all of her hard work has helped it become one of the nation's leading magazines. She inquires as to whether he has considered the possibility that the magazine will fold if she goes. To exact revenge on Crimson, is he prepared to shut her down? Furthermore, will all of the company's employees lose their jobs? He points out that she has the power to keep her employees employed, and as long as she signs a termination agreement, they won't lose their employment. He leaves the office after telling her he'll give her some time to consider it. Carly is interviewing for a job as an assistant manager at Bobby's in the meanwhile. She needs assistance and support because the place is now quite crowded. When Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, who is meant to see Drew, walks in, Carly realizes he may have forgotten about the crucial meeting he's currently handling at Aurora. Sam says that since Drew returned from Pentonville, she has seen a great deal of change in him. Carly claims to have observed the same tense and easily agitated behavior in him, but a lot has transpired recently. Not only is he adjusting to life after prison, but it was difficult to learn of Nina's mother's passing and her SEC secret on NYE. He has recently experienced a great deal. When Sam asks Carly how she can assist, she suggests that she can be patient, kind, and supportive. Carly adds that she wants to do everything in her power to support Drew, and that she feels accountable for everything that has occurred. Sam acknowledges it, but cautions against losing her calm in the process. When Laura Collins gets to Cyrus Renault's room in the hospital, he gives her an update on the dismissal of Sonny Corinthos's charges. Admitting that he had angered him, he says that his body may now recover as he has released his soul. Laura appears not long after Spencer Cassadine arrives, and it is hinted that Cyrus phoned both of them the day before to come visit him. Cyrus tells them that Esme Prince paid him a visit last night and asked for assistance. Spencer is given the opportunity to explain why she required help from Cyrus. He then tells his grandmother that Ace Cassadine was allowed to accompany Nicholas Cassadine on a visit. Laura is completely taken aback. She's relieved that Spencer and Nick are on good terms, but given all of his father's poor decisions, she finds it hard to believe he let him take Ace. Spencer clarifies, however, that it was done to keep Ace safe from his psychopath mother. He confides in his grandmother that he thinks Esme has regained her memories. Spencer describes, among other things, their talk in the police station. Laura, however, believes there is no hard proof that Esme recalls everything. Spencer notes that reaching out to Cyrus is evidence that the old Esme has returned, and he is startled that Laura is still giving Esme the benefit of the doubt. Laura thinks that just shows how desperate she is. Laura informs Downey Falconeri that Ace is missing after thanking Cyrus for keeping her informed. She then exits the room and phones him. Speaking about Esme, she stops by the gallery to see Ava Jerome. She accepts that Ava was right to file charges and apologizes for breaking into Windermere. Esme admits that the reason for her visit is a help request. She informs Ava that Ace has been abducted by Nick and begs for help from her as a second mother. When Ava sees how distraught Esme appears to be without her child, it's unclear if this is an act on Esme's part. She lets down her guard. In response, Ava says she has seen Nicholas, but she also mentions that he has been gone for a while. Ava observes that the young mother isn't much over her head, but a frustrated Esme is still holding out hope that she may assist in some way. Nick has the means, the authority, and the cash to hide with Ace for however long he pleases. Ultimately, what makes his mother believe she can locate him if she couldn't even find him? Esme discloses that Cyrus is one of her resources. When Ava asks why Cyrus would lend a hand, Esme responds that it's because they are related. Ava tells Esme that Ace and Nick are the family who owns Cyrus, not hers. Esme dashes out of the gallery, has returned to the hospital, and is eager to be released. He tells Portia Robinson and Willow Corinthos falsehoods about what transpired the previous evening, saying that he was out partying and that the medication he took was for a cold. Adam says Jocelyn Jack needs to get out of the hospital immediately since he was overreacting to everything. He can be released today, according to Portia, but not before receiving a mental health assessment and having his parents contacted. Adam loses it when Portia brings up his parents. Adam inquires as to if she told them he attempted self-harm, but Portia clarifies that she is unable to share any personal medical information with his parents without his permission because he is 18. Since they were his emergency contact, they were contacted. For the sake of his well-being and security, she nevertheless exhorts Adam to be truthful with the physician, his parents, and himself. Dex Heller discovers Joss at the chapel over there. They discuss Adam's and his parents' circumstances, and Dex says that Adam feels inadequate because of the standards his parents have for him. Joss asked whether he had ever experienced that kind of sensation with his parents, but he pointed out that he had burned out early and moved on, so he wasn't sure exactly what Adam was going through. They leave the room and run into Portia in the corridor. All she can tell Joss about Adam is that he's awake, but he's not allowed to have visitors. At that moment, Mr. Wright, Adam's father, bursts through the elevator doors. Willow is behind the desk as he wants to see his kid, dressed smartly in a suit. When Portia approaches him and informs him that he needs a mental assessment, Mr. Wright remarks that he does not want any unnecessary frills on his medical bill. He wants his son's discharge immediately. When Joss approaches Mr. Wright, a heated argument breaks out between the two. She informs him that his son is having difficulties, and Mr. Wright thinks this is because of his excessive drinking and partying during his time in college. He says that, and they were both correct, Adam's mother and he didn't believe he was mature enough to manage living away from home. With a 4.0 average, he had such a promising future, but Jocelyn interrupts and informs the father that Adam is self-medicating because of his parents' pressure and fear. When Jocelyn blatantly informs the man that Adam attempted suicide, he threatens to sue her if she doesn't leave. After kindly telling Joss to go home, Portia shows Mr. Wright to her office so they may continue their conversation. Joss heads directly to Adam's room instead of entering the elevator. Drew goes back to Nida's office at Crimson and inquires as to whether or not she signed the termination paperwork. She has, to which he chuckles and makes fun of her, saying that she fell for his trick and that he never meant to silence Crimson. Ultimately, he took her place before she was dismissed, and then Carly casually walks into the office. Who will Nina turn to for support now that her entire world has seemingly been turned upside down following the SEC secret revelation, according to General Hospital spoilers? Maybe Valentin Cassadine. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.